Cool. This is Eric from the Atrium Podcast here with the rest of the Atrium Podcast guys.
Yay!
So what was our third topic?
I know.
Come on. Say it. I thought you wanted to talk about How I Met Your Mother.
We can bring that up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, somebody say something, but Jay was smoking. I was like, Mike, you need to say it.
I have my electric cigarette because I quit, which has like greatly increased my stress levels.
Yeah, I can see you doing that.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah,
but I'm doing okay. It's been a week now since I've quit.
That's good.
For people
indeed.
who care.
Do you just have like I think you're talking about last time. You had like the drops, the little vaporizer thing, or is it?
It's. I said if I was a Whovian, this would be like my Sonic cigarette. You fill up the top portion with like their liquid nicotine. It's got like 1% nicotine, and the rest of it's like kind of blueberry hookah. So it vaporizes it. They have versions without nicotine. So like when you've moved on from needing that, but I desperately need it.
So it kind of like weans you off in a way.
Yeah, I like before I knew I wanted to quit, so I was cutting back and smoking less and less, like mentally preparing myself, and then I just hit that point like, okay, I'm ready, and I threw away the rest of my cigarettes, and I got this e-cigarette, and then I was like, this shit has to charge for 8 hours first. I can't go 8 hours.
So did you go and collect the cigarettes from the trash can?
Nope, I stuck to it. I let it charge for 8 hours, and then I just fucking devoured that fucking vapor.
You
That's
ejected
awesome.
it.
If I could put the syringe in my lungs, I would have done it.
Fuck. No, that's an addiction. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, smoking is
smoking does suck though.
Yeah, and I've quit several times. I've quit for 9 months, like twice. It's always been really, really hard for me. I hate the fact that I ever started.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing too. That's what I hated when I did. I did quit for a year before, then did smoke for a year, but then after that, I remember giving my cigarettes away. I think it was like right after midnight. I was like, here, take this, and never had a cigarette after that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And every time I've quit, you hit that point where food tastes better, or you can taste things better. And every time I've noticed it, I've been eating something shitty. The last time I quit, I was eating Taco Bell, and I was like, I can taste this a lot better. And this tastes like garbage. And this time
I stopped eating Taco Bell now too.
Yeah.
I'm usually not picky about what I eat, but yeah, I stopped Taco Bell altogether.
This time I was eating ramen. And I was like,
I still love ramen. I don't give a fuck.
I do, but like I was like, now that I can taste this better, it's not as pleasant.
I still love ramen. I'll eat it every fucking day. I don't give a fuck.
Is that because you're from the Asia?
Yeah. I can appreciate it. That's something you would never understand because you're a white privileged male.
I know.
Liberal, probably, and you'll never understand what my people go through.
Yeah. And I'm racist for hanging out with you.
Yeah. I know, right? Seriously, man. What's up with that?
I know.
Same with you, Mike. No, I'm kidding.
You would never calling Mike it. White?
Yeah. Let me finish, though. See? You're interrupting me. It's like, oh, I'm going to use my white privilege to interrupt this guy. Tell him that ramen is disgusting.
Hey, man, you keep talking like that, I'm going to buy all your land.
Motherfucker.
I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. No, I'm kidding. No, but yeah, I do like ramen, though. I'll eat it every day.
It is good.
Well, not every day, but I do eat it a lot, and I do like it. I haven't been getting tired of it, so.
And it's quick and simple. I love that It's like, need a quick meal? 3 minutes. Boom.
Yeah. Cook some vegetables, throw in some meat. Usually shrimp.
Definitely better than a Pop-Tart.
I like Pop Tarts.
I'm not huge on Pop-Tarts. No, you throw that in the ramen.
Throw the
and then
Pop-Tart
you-
in the
something
ramen.
disgusting. Yeah. Then you have something that's really gross.
Are you sure? Have you tried it?
No,
Oh,
are you
Mike-
gonna try it?
Mike, your audio's like super low.
Yeah, did you move your mic away from your butthole?
No, it's right. How about there? I just was far from it
Okay, that's
when I
better.
was laughing because Eric had me going.
Otherwise, we're not gonna be picking you up.
Were you ruffling?
I was ruffling.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, almost ruffling.
You were ruffling, rolling while rolling on the floor.
Did you
Yes.
laugh your butt off of your butt?
Were you lolling and laughing out loud?
I was, yes. I was lolling and laughing loud.
And laughing out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Just
we're
wanted to
talk-
clarify that.
So we're talking about Pop-Tart ramen. So
I thought we were supposed to be talking about How I Met Your Mother.
hold on, we can put like ranch in there, because that goes
Which
good
one?
with it. In the Pop-Tart ramen, because that goes with everything.
Ranch goes good with everything.
Ranch does go good with everything. Yeah. With some sriracha.
I was thinking
Which
sriracha.
reminds me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a Subway. Well, I ate half of it because about a foot long because I'm fat. I'm gonna eat it later. But for some reason, I thought the sriracha for some reason was gonna be like dumbed down at Subway when they put that on your sandwich. But no, it's still sriracha and it's still hot.
Because it
'Cause
looked
I
like
asked
a
for
lighter.
extra. Yeah, I mean it's still because it's like it looks like a. Ranch.
Like the sandwich spread version.
Yeah, there you go. That. And so I asked for more because I'm just like, that's not enough. That's not going to be spicy at all. And so I asked for, more. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's like, you probably made it, that's probably a white person spicy.
You whited it up.
Yeah. So, I said to put more, and it's like, oh, god damn it. This was a huge mistake. This thing is super fucking hot.
Now you're gonna shit a sun god later.
It's going to burn.
Yeah,
My
they're
mouth is on actually fire right now. And then my butthole will be on fire after this podcast.
why?
Yeah.
I got nothing for that. I don't.
Yeah. Moral of the story is, if you're gonna get sriracha from Subway, it's really hot. So
It is good though. I like it on their roast beef. No, not the roast beef. The other beef.
beef thing, I got that. I know what you're talking about, but that's what I got. I don't remember the name of it, but I ordered it. It's in my fridge, but yeah, that. It's good with tuna too. I got it with tuna.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So coming up on the end here, I guess we can, because the series finale of How I Met Your Mother was Monday, last night for us, and the internet reaction was a little bit explosive. So we're having it at the end. So if you have not seen it and you do not want it spoiled, then you can go, and thanks for joining us. But from here, so it turns out that the mother was dead the whole time, like for 6 years, and it ends up that Ted is encouraged by the kids to go after Robin because she was a big part of his story that he was telling her. And to me, that makes a lot of sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's like the first episode, then, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
The first episode, he was in love with her, but doesn't he fall in love with everyone anyway?
He does. That's like the thing with Ted. Even in the last episode, Marshall's like, he does this with every woman. He falls way too hard, way too fast. I remember a friend of ours when the first episode showed, and he's like, and that's how I met your Aunt Robin. And like, he was just like, oh, so now you know that this isn't how it's gonna be.
Mm.
I thought it was great, and the reason I immediately thought back to, there's an episode in the 8th season where Ted is in the bar, and he's talking about going to Robots versus Wrestling, and he has like future versions of himself, and Barney's there, future versions of Barney saying he should and should not go.
Yeah.
And at the end of the episode, it turns out that they weren't going as a group. He was all by himself, and he did go, but if he could go back, he would go to spend that time with the mother instead, meet her that much earlier to get that much more time. And I was like, that makes, knowing that she's passed away, that puts it in a whole nother light. Like, that's why this extra time is so important.
Okay, yeah.
And it makes it really heartbreaking, but it also, because I saw a lot of reactions like, oh, they should have called it How I Settled for Your Mother and stuff like that. And I don't believe that's true. Like, especially because of that episode coming up, and even when he's calling the mother for the first time, and Lily sees that he's never been like this. I think that it was genuine, but in the context of him telling the story 6 years after the fact, that even his kids know it's time for him to move forward.
Yeah.
That it makes the whole story make sense. And I thought they did it really, really good.
I think a lot of people also wanted like a happy-ish ending, you know what I mean? Like they're craving for that.
That's not a happy ending?
Well, it has a lot of, like...
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, that, and a lot of the storylines, like Ted and, not Ted, sorry, Barney and Robin getting divorced and
They were married?
Yeah, that's all of season 9 was leading up to their wedding, and then the last episode, they get divorced.
Huh, okay, yeah. Because, I mean, when Tori watched it, I've seen some episodes, but... I'm not sure which seasons I've seen. Like, a lot of it was scattered, but I have seen a lot of it. But yeah.
I really like the show, the all the way through. It's a great show, and I've enjoyed it all the way through. I mean, maybe I just like everything. I don't know. That's like if my opinion's valid.
You do like a lot of stuff. But I don't think that necessarily invalidates your opinion.
Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate that.
I do. I'm kidding. No, okay, but yeah, okay, that's weird. I didn't know they got married.
Well, like to me,
I thought his character wasn't like he doesn't, he just bangs chicks and that's it.
And I saw a lot of people upset about that too. They're like, oh, this subverts all of Barney's character growth, and they do have his character still grow. In the last episode, he ends up getting a girl pregnant, and like that's what turns him around, having a kid, and stuff like that. Because I think they just wanted, and they all lived happily ever after. And
yes.
It wasn't just that. It was very, for a show that's a sitcom, and goofy and slapstick, and they have sword fights and ridiculous moments. It also had a very real ending. Like, this could happen. Shit like this does happen, and it's sad. But I love the message that, no matter what, there's always that hope to move forward. There's always something to live for, to chase after, and believe in.
Exactly. Yeah, you hit it right on the nose.
Do you feel that maybe these people are probably feeling like you owe me this type of ending because I've invested so much of my time? I'm entitled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I see online.
Fuck those people.
Exactly what I see online. Like, a lot of people keep telling, like, all the character development, and I think you said that already, is like it was undone in the last hour because so the 9 seasons or all the seasons were just, it was ruined for like them because of this 1 hour episode.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, wow.
I don't understand that either.
It made me think also a lot of the movie Definitely Maybe.
Wait, who's in that one?
It's Ryan Reynolds and Abigail Breslin, she's his daughter, and he's getting divorced. And she asks him to like tell the story of, you know, how they got married and had her, the daughter, you know, because she thinks if he relives the memory, you know, he'll fall back in love, you know, with the wife all over again. And he lays out the whole story and like telling her it's complicated. And by the end of it, the little girl agrees, like, okay, it is complicated. And it's funny because in the end, the little girl encourages the father to go after what will ultimately make him happy. So I think there's a lot of similarities with How I Met Your Mother and Definitely Maybe, which is one of my favorite movies.
I've not seen that one, actually.
Me neither, actually. I'm going to have to check that out now.
I may have kind of ruined it for you by comparing it to
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. But it's a good movie.
I honestly, spoilers don't bother me as much. I mean,
Same
if I can
here.
avoid it, it's fine. But I mean, yeah,
I'm exactly the same, and I think we've talked about
I'm
this
okay
too.
with knowing because where it leads up to
Yeah.
is the good part too.
Yep.
So I mean, my sister ruined the book I was reading. She told me what happens. I'm like, you motherfucker. But you know what? What I'm reading now, like where it's leading up to, it's pretty fucking good. So that's
And-
good. I'm gonna keep reading, and I don't know when this is gonna happen. What you just said, I have no clue when it's gonna happen. So
And
that's
it's
still cool.
I literally wrote about spoilers and How I Met Your Mother in the same piece a year ago. Like, that studies had shown that most people prefer having things spoiled for them because it takes away worrying about the twist and what's going to happen, and they can just enjoy it in the moment. And that's the other thing I really liked about the ending of How I Met Your Mother, was that it supported the story. It wasn't just a, you know, you've stuck through it and now you get to see the happiness. It puts the story in context so you can go back and enjoy it for what it is, the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's about, honestly, right? Because I remember people complaining, like they've been telling the same story, or Bob Saget's been telling his kids the same story for however many years. And at first I was like, yeah, he has, right? But it's more about the journey of it. Like same, you know,
All the
not comparing it to
lessons.
like Friends, you know, but you know, that's why you watch these things. It's about things like that. You can't just be like, I stopped watching Friends after Ross and Rachel broke up. It's like, yeah, but things that happened after and before that, those things are funny, you know?
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable. And you can see the character growth and all that shit. Come on, people.
It's shit, I had a good point. I did. And then it just flew out of my head.
Yeah, but see.
Sorry, before I lose it, the ending also in the fact that the mother has passed away, like it turns what everyone was making a joke about it. Like even I still kind of thought it was funny. It's like he's telling a story for 9 years, even though in reality the story probably didn't take 9 years. But the fact that it was so long-winded makes sense in the fact that, you know, this is the story of the mother and she's gone, so he wants to take as long as he can getting there. But also in the context of 6 years later, you know, he's thinking, is it time for me to move on, and is that okay? And so it kind of made like the idea of him telling a story for 9 years from a ridiculous joke to I can see why.
It argues the settling story too, you know, like you do want to tell a story about your mother like that, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to you don't want to rush it. So, yeah, you want to savor every moment of it. And that's, to me, if you're settling, you don't that's not settling if you were to tell a 9-year story.
Like, oh yeah, this happened, and we met. And then we fucked. And you get born.
Put my ding dong inside her.
This guy came inside your mom, okay? I did it twice. That's why you're here. You came out of my balls, so. FYI.
Now stop disappointing me.
Bob Saget would never say that.
Have you seen his stand-up? It's fucking crass as hell.
It's really bad.
I saw like those outtakes when he's on the set of Full House and he would be cussing a lot. Like a lot.
His stand-up comedy has some of the most fucked up jokes I'd ever heard.
Really filthy, like, yeah. He does it on like, so I think does he do it on purpose because his stand-up's always been that way even after right he got on Full House.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's great. He played this character as the character was written, even though in real life he had a dirty mind and a dirty mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He's an actor.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're acting.
It was kind of shocking though, because I grew up watching Full House, and then I was like, "What?" He made a joke about anal sex, and it was really dirty.
You can't do that. Danny Tanner wouldn't say that.
He couldn't even untuck his shirt to try to look cool.
Newsflash, motherfucker. He's acting. That's Bob Saget.
Hot dog.
Man.
Yeah, so we are at the end here of our third and final segment.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Mike has actually been dead the whole time.
He was shot with a karate star.
Karate star. Yeah, from the beginning of the podcast.
From Asia.
From Asia. The karate star was from Asia, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that when we're done.
While you're on the toilet shitting at a sun god.
Yes.
You can just channel that hate to power through it.
Oh my god.
It's full circle.
It's from the LA Times.
Wait, what?
It hit the LA Times now?
That's the article you sent me, right? LA Times?
No, it was on Thought Catalog.
What? Did I click on something else? Hold on. I clicked on something. Shut up. There we go. Okay, there we go. I got it now. Yeah, I'm gonna read that.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
I probably will, but at the same time be sad that.
Well,
yes.
It did make me more sad than angry.
I'll probably be a combination of all of it, but mostly probably shocked and probably think it's really funny.
So, are you saying you would feel all the feels?
No.
Fuck you, Mike.
I'm not gonna fuck this article, man. It's weird. Can't do that through the internet, so.
Don't say that the feels shit to me. You know how much I hate that. Let's make a joke
Feels?
about having feelings. Haha,
Who doesn't have feelings?
I can't handle my feelings. Because I joke about them constantly.
If I can't handle my feelings, I kick dogs.
Is that why you don't have a dog anymore?
None of your fucking business. So.
Alright, we're definitely running out of time now.
Yeah. Don't abuse animals. Don't be a racist. And yeah.
You've been listening to an episode of the Atrium Podcast.
Can you say that any quieter?
I know, right?
I was okay. How about this?
Oh my god! Find the happy middle ground.
Is this the happy middle ground? As in, you've
Yes.
been listening to an episode of the Atrium Podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know where that voice came from.
Yep. Signing off.
Radio DJ.
Radio DJ. time.
Not just gonna jump in it like Mike and be like, "This is Frank Ricard. Maybe we could get a whole meal of food. If that would be agreeable."
Yeah. Need to get it worked up, you know. Don't want to go in there raw. That's how people get hurt.
Jesus Christ.